If you're a fan of the Wendy Williams Show, you probably think you know a lot about her.
Yeah, but we found out a few secrets when we visited the set last week for an up-close and personal interview.
Now, here's Wendy!
When you see Wendy on TV, you might never guess what life is like when the camera's off.
Because I work with my husband, so I'm able to leave, generally speaking, right after the show, and go home and take care of the corny stuff that people think is corny, but to me, it's the stuff that keeps me grounded after, being on TV.
Like what?
Well, today I've had chicken marinating in a Ziploc bag since yesterday. It's time for Hot Topics.
With a teenage son, Wendy says in spite of her glamorous TV career, she's a typical suburban New Jersey mom.
The kid is running track, and, I pick him up at 6 o'clock. It's too late for the late bus by the time, he finishes. We have a window hanging by a thread. In the, you crank out a window, and then all of a sudden the crank doesn't come back in, and now the wind is coming. The window is hanging by a thread, so I have to go home, and I'm waiting in line for the window people.
How you doing?
Wendy just turned 50. She says the show came along at the right time in her life.
Say this came along when I was 25 or 30, I guarantee you I'd be a lot different. First of all, I'd be using my couch as a casting couch. You know what I mean? Men come, we whisper, meet you at lunch.
Wendy Williams is a powerhouse. Beyond the show, she is a wife, a mom, a best-selling author, an entrepreneur with her own wig line and now her own clothing line. That's a lot to juggle.
It is a lot to juggle, but a mature person who worked very hard to get here has learned to prioritize. A younger Wendy would have definitely not known how to prioritize. It would have been a hot mess.
After a successful career in radio, Wendy says TV has made her more recognizable.
Which is a gift and a curse, especially when you're a 20-foot-tall black woman. I can't hide. There's no point in disguising.
Especially with a talk show that's making her more popular every day.
Thank you.
And that is Wendy, up close and personal, brutally honest.
I really admire her candor. I mean, she just puts it all on the line. She does seem humble, but she's infectious. You just can't help but want to listen to her and hear her story and how she interacts with people. Was that your experience?
It absolutely is her experience. She's been open in the past about some experiences with drugs back when she was in her 20s. And she said going forward, one of the things she really wants to do with her foundation is to help people, women in particular, that battle addiction, get back on their feet, put on one of her wrap dresses, as she says, and get a job and get out there and do their thing. So she really is all about empowering women, empowering people, and being the best you can be.
I can't wait to see what the show brings, because I'm sure she'll have some surprises for us.
That's right. And once again, you can catch Wendy Williams now at 1 o'clock on Fox 45 weekdays. Well, a new survey